School of Leadership is Mr. Antonio Abel. He is a CPA and had his master's in education. He is currently a dean at Jose Rizal University and a pastor.
Good afternoon po. I am Crystal Gale, taking up BS Accountancy in FEU. So, before we start po, to set the atmosphere lang, it's kind of like a question na po, pero can you please share us an experience of being a great leader? Alam po namin na at the same time, lahat ano po kayo, husband, father, son, CPA, dean, at the same time, pastor. So, we'd like to know one of your experience.
As experience of those things. Okay. Formerly, I was an associate dean and department chair of TIP Manila. Yeah. And at that time, no, medyo mahirap. It's simply because of the nature of the work that I had, and at the same time, I was also a practitioner and consultant of several companies. 2010, I thought I joined. That was January. I joined FEU under IABF to practice my profession as a CPA. So I was hired as chief financial manager and of gaming companies. Then some of them are actually hired me as their consultant in accounting, management, and what's that? Even tax consultancy. I was actually rendering my service as a teacher in Jose Rizal University, Lyceum of the Philippines, Cavite, as a reviewer in their integrated review, no, for Lyceum, for Lyceans. And right now, so I am now an author of 2 books, okay, which is actually published by GRU. So this is Auditing and Assurance. It's about auditing. So auditing and assurance. And the other one is financial accounting and reporting, part 2. So I was a co-author. So aside from those practices that I had, okay, and I do find some time, no, to write books.
Ang galing po nung time management nyo, na hati nyo po lahat. Maraming work, maraming anak, maraming praise and worship.
Sabi nila time management, but I do believe in the philosophy and principles of John Maxwell. John Maxwell actually believes that there was no time management, because you cannot manage time because there are only 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 and 1/4 days a year. So to be exact. So if you will consider those times, nakakahon na siya eh. So there's nothing to manage, but you must have to possess self-discipline on times that you have.
One thing that I have learned na po is it's not time management but self-discipline.
Self-discipline talaga.
So we'll proceed na po with the questions. So for our first question to you po, what does leadership mean to you?
Leadership, yeah. Leadership is actually sacrificing without expecting anything from those people who are actually expecting your help. So when others are expecting your help, you don't expect in return from them. So meaning to say, it is a service with sacrifice.
For the second question, from your definition of leadership, can you please give us the actions and behaviors of the person that you consider as your best leader or your idol?
Yeah, I do not have an idol, but I do have a model, of course. First, I cannot discount the truth that Jesus Christ came to serve. As a leader, no, if you mess with your life, fix it. If you mess with your organization, fix it. If others messed for the organization, then fix it also. So, Father Phil had set an example. So, meaning to say, when he set an example, no, he showed and demonstrated to us what would be the better service. Not the service, but a better service. So, when you demonstrate things as a leader, you always look for a better service, not for the service only. So, a better service that you can show to others. Like Paul, like Jesus. No, they show a better way rather than the way only. So a better way. So being a leader, you should have a better.
Leadership is really about service po
Yes,
talaga,
service talaga.
rather than self-interest. So for our third question, do you think leaders are born or made?
Both. Yeah,
Why do you
it's both. There are actually born to lead. These are actually calling. They were actually being called to lead, but failed to lead. Why? Because they don't have the knowledge to lead. No, they are made. It's simply because of the experience that are actually gained by those leaders. But then again, since they don't have the gift and they only acquire the knowledge, it fails also. And I think it would be better if a leader, no, if a leader has both. They were actually born to lead, and at the same time, they are being also trained to lead.
So for the fourth question, what is the definition of role model and why do you think is it important?
So, a role model actually is living what you talk, living what you preach, what you teach. Yeah, walk the talk. So, even if there are no people around you, you should do what is best for the organization and for others.
So we'll proceed with the fifth question. What do you think can leaders do to help their followers see the future? Di ba po sa isang organization, we should be in the same page. So, how can you...
As a practitioner, CPA practitioner, when I was a finance and accounting manager of a certain company at the 10th floor of PBCom, I always wanted that my subordinates will grow with me. Kapag na-promote ako, pro-promote sila, pag tinaasan yung sweldo ko, di ako pumapayag na hindi tataasan yung sweldo nila. Because we are a team.
For our sixth question po, sa dami na po na experience nyo, I know that you have influenced someone. Can you please share with us one experience wherein you encouraged someone to take the risk? Or in FEU saying to be brave?
Even if there are no people around you, you should do what is best for the organization and for others. Kasi, I believe that a person actually hindi nag-iisa yan. Walang nag-iisa. So, sabi nga ng Bible, naka-via satellite ka sa langit, maraming mga anghel na nakatingin sa'yo. So, at yun ay spiritual things. Now, sa atin naman is, sa secular, integrity. Kung integrity is actually doing what you're supposed to do, which is better and which is good for others while there are no other around. So, walang nakakakita.
For the seventh question po, do you think leaders should let their constituents fail? We all know that in failure, we are learning and experience is the best teacher. So,
That's the difference between manager and leader. A leader is actually preventive to error as much as possible. They do prevent errors, or there are things that normally deviations from the operations, or sometimes but then if there is already an error committed, then therefore we tend to correct. But corrections normally are being made by the managers. So managers they do allow their subordinates to commit error in order to learn. But then again, as much as possible, we do not want to commit error.
next question is, hindi mo po, 8 na po ata to. How can you create a climate of trust or facilitate a good relationship among your followers?
Trust is actually meaning you have to gain respect from your subordinates and people around you. So, if you gain the respect, take note that respect should be earned. You have to earn it. And you cannot earn it overnight. So, hindi po pwedeng isang gabi lang, isang tulog lang yan, may respeto na sa'yo. May tiwala na rin sa inyo. Parang ganun, no? It's not just like buying trust at convenience store. Hindi yun eh. Parang ganun, di ba? But let us put it this way na parang ang trust should be gained from others, no, by simply taking time with them, doing the consistency, doing good with consistency. Hindi siya pakitang tao. It should not be a hypocritical manner of doing good to others, no. So you have to do it.
We are down to the 9th question na po. Can you please give us 3 things that we should put in our minds in order for us to remember that we should continue learning to be a better leader? Parang 3 tips po.
Una, for you to be a better leader, you must be consistent with your lifestyle in doing good. Hindi yung lifestyle in doing bad. It's to be a good role model. Consistent in doing good, and you must have integrity. And pangatlo na nawawala ngayon, no, sa mga kabataan ay in courtesy. Be courteous to others. No? As a role model, you have to exercise courtesy to others. Kahit pa mas malakas siya sa'yo. And that way, you can influence them also.
I'll just repeat the 3 tips that Dean gave to us, which is first, consistency in doing good, tapos integrity, and then courtesy. Okay, down to the 10th question po. Being in your state now, I know that you have experienced a lot of problems already, a lot of struggles. Can you please give us one certain experience wherein you experienced unbalance with your work and your personal life?
The problem that caused, I think an imbalance of something that yes. Okay, for personal naman, normally we don't take seriously doon sa mga work, no. I don't bring with me my professional work sa bahay. Kasi kapag dadalhin mo ang iyong problema sa work, doon sa bahay ninyo, magsasuffer yung bata. And that will be unfair to the children and of course to my wife, no, na dalhin ko yung problema doon. Kasi syempre affected ka sa problema, ano ang magiging pag-uugali mo sa kanila. Hindi maganda. So, how to deal with that? Binibigay ko lang kay God eh.
Ako rin po personally, yung mga problema na hindi ko ma-share sa friends ko or sa family ko, kinakwento ko lang kay God. Kahit wala naman talagang ko sa friends.
Oo.
In person.
At least, you have to unload na. In-unload mo na lang siya. Just to unload, no? Okay. Sige.
Share ko. For our 11th question po, this is about your followers. How do you monitor them or how do you motivate them?
I motivate them, sabi ko sa kanila, sa church, we do not serve men. We do not serve pastor. We are here for God. We serve God.
So we go down to our last question po. Can you please describe to us your leadership style?
My leadership style, actually, I am more on down to, hindi ako top-down na tao. Hindi nagmumula sa akin yung decision. So, I solicit information from, even during the time that I formulate policies in financial policies at saka financial procedures. No, I actually involve, no, yung mga tao kay clerk 1, clerk 2, clerk 3, clerk pa din. No, supervisor 1, supervisor 2, finance manager man yan, accounting manager, general accounting supervisor, cost accounting supervisor. So, I solicit information from them. Kasi parang ganito yan eh. Kapag kasi if you drafted, no, yung policy and procedures sa company, sa department mo, na ikaw lang. So, ibig sabihin, ikaw lang ang gumawa. Ikaw lang ang nag-draft ng policy, di ikaw lang ang gagawa. If you do not involve them, there is no accountability. Why? Because there was no responsibility. God bless